Good evening, everybody. Proverbs 20, it says, wine is a mocker strong, drink is raging, and whosoever deceiveth thereby is not wise. The fear of the king is as a ruin of a lion, whoso provoketh him to anger sinneth his own soul. It is an honor for a man to cease from strife, but every fool will be meddling. The sluggard will not plow by reason of a cold. Therefore shall he beg in the harvest and have nothing. Counsel in the heart of man is like deep water, but a man of understanding will draw it out. Most men will proclaim everyone his own goodness, but a faithful man who can find. The just man walketh in his integrity, his children are blessed after him. The king sitteth in the throne of judgment, scattereth away all evil with his eyes. Who can say, I have made my heart clean? I am pure from my sin. Divers weights and divers measures, both of them are like abomination unto the Lord. Even as a child is known by his doings, whether he work pure or whether it be right. The hearing ear and the seeing eye, and the Lord had made even both of them. Love not sleep, lest thou come to poverty. Open thine eyes, and thou shalt be satisfied with bread. It is not, saith the buyer, but when he is gone his way, then he boasteth. There is gold and a multitude of rubies, but the lips of knowledge are precious jewels. Take his garment that is surely for a stranger, and take pledge of him for a strange woman. Bread of deceit is sweet to a man, but afterwards his mouth shall be filled with gravel. Every purpose is established by counsel, and with good advice maketh war. He that goeth about as a talebearer relieveth secrets. Therefore meddle not with him that flattered with his lips. Whosoever cusseth his father and his mother, his lamp shall be put out in obscure darkness. The inheritance may be gotten hastily at the beginning, but the end thereof shall not be blessed. I say not thou, I will recompense evil, but wait on the Lord, and he shall save thee. Divers weights are an abomination, but the Lord and a false balance is not good. Man's goings are of the Lord, and now a man then understands his own way. It is a snare to the men who devoured that which is holy, and after two vows make equity. A wise king scattereth the wicked, and bringeth a will over them. The spirit of man is the candle, is the candle of the Lord, searching all the inward parts of the belly. Mercy and truth preserve the king and his throne, and upholdeth by mercy. The glory of the young men is their strength, and the beauty of old men is the grey head. The blueness of a wound cleaneth away evil. Do the stripes inward parts of the belly. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, as rivers of water. He He turneth it whatsoever he will. Every way of a man is right in his own eyes, but the Lord pondered the hearts. To do justice, the judgment is more acceptable to the Lord than sacrifice. A high look, a proud heart, and the plowing of the wicked is sin. The thoughts of the diligent tend only to plenteous, but of everyone that is hastily only to want. The getting of treasure by lying tongue is a vanity tossed to and fro of them that seek death. The robbery of the wicked shall destroy them, because they refuse to do judgment. The way of man is forward and strange, but as for the pure, his work is right. It is better to dwell in a corner of the housetop than with a brawling woman in a wide house. The soul of the wicked desire evil, his neighbor findeth no favor in his eyes. When the scornful is punished, the simple is made wise, and when the wise is instructed, he receives knowledge. The righteous man wisely considered the house of the wicked, but God overthrew the wicked for their wickedness. Whosoever stoppeth his ear at the cry of the poor, he also cry himself, but he shall not be heard. A gift in the secret passeth anger, and a reward in the bosom of the strong. In the bosom strong wrath. It is joy to the judge to do judgment, but destruction shall be to the workers of iniquity. The man wandered out the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. He that loveth pleasure shall be poor man. He that loveth wine and oil shall be rich. The wicked shall be a ransom for the righteous, and the transgressor for the upright. It is better to dwell in the wilderness than with a conscience of an angry woman. There is treasure to be desired, and oil in the dwelling of the wise, but the foolish man spendeth it up. He that falleth after righteousness or mercy findeth life, righteousness and honor. A wise man scaleth the city of the mighty, and casteth down the strength of the confidence thereof. Whoso keepeth his mouth and his tongue keepeth his soul from troubles. The proud and haughty scorner is his name, who dealeth in proud wrath. The desire of the slothful killeth him, for his hands refuse labor. He covereth greedily all the day long, but the righteous giveth and spareth not. The sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination. How much more when he bringeth it with a wicked mind? A false witness shall perish, but the man that heareth speaketh constantly. A wicked man hardeneth his face, but as for the upright he directeth his way. There is no wisdom, nor understanding, nor counsel against the Lord. The horse prepared against the day of the battle, but safety is of the Lord. A good name is rather to be chosen than great riches, and love and favor than silver or gold. The rich and the poor meet together. The Lord is the maker of them all. A prudent man foreseeth evil, and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. The humility and the fear of the Lord are riches and honor and life. Thorns and snare are in the way of the forward. He that doeth keepeth his soul shall be far from them. Train up a child in the way it should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. The rich ruleth over the poor, and the borrower is the servant to the leader. He that soweth iniquity shall reap vanity, and the rod of his anger shall fail. He that hath bountiful eyes shall be blessed, for giving his bread to the poor. Cast out the scorner, and contention shall go without. Yea, strife, reproach shall cease. He that loveth pureness of heart shall be his friend. The eye is of the Lord, preserve knowledge and overthrow the words of the transgressor. A slothful man, the slothful man saith, there is a lion without, I shall be slain in the streets. The mouth of the strange woman is a deep pit. He that robbeth the Lord shall fall therein. Foolish is bound in the heart of the child, but the rod of the correction shall drive it far from him. He that oppresseth the poor to increase riches, and he that giveth to the rich shall surely come to want. Bow down thine ear, hear the words of the wise, and apply thy heart to my knowledge. For it is pleasant thing to keep them within thee. They shall be with flattering in my lips. As thy trust may be in the Lord, I have made known to thee this day, even to thee. Have I not written to thee excellent things and counsels and knowledge, that I might make thee know the certainty of the words of the truth, that thou mayest answer the words of the truth, and send them unto thee? Rob not the poor because he is poor, neither oppress the afflicted at the gate. For the Lord will plead the cause and spoil the soul of those that spoil them. Make no friendship with any angry man, and with a furious man shall not go, lest thou learn his ways and get the snare of the soul. Be not thou one of them that strike hands of them that are suretiness of debts. If thou hast nothing to pay, why should he take away thy bed under thee? Remove not the ancient landmark which my fathers have set. Seest thou the man is diligent in his business, he shall stand before the kings, he shall not stand before mean men. When thou sittest to eat with the ruler, consider diligently what is before thee, and put a knife to thy throat. If thou be a man given to appetite, be not desirous of his dainties, for they are deceitful meat. Labor not to be rich, cease from thy own wisdom. Wilt thou set thine eyes upon that which is not? For riches certainly make themselves wings, then fly away as an eagle toward heaven. Eat thou not the bread of him that hath an evil eye, neither desire thou his dignity meats. For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. Eat and drink, saith he to thee, but his heart is not with thee. Morsel which thou hast eaten shall thou vomit up, and lose thy sweet words. Speak not in the ears of the fool, for he will despise the wisdom of the words. Remove not the old landmark, and enter into the fields of thy fathers. For their Redeemer is mighty, and he shall plead their cause with thee. Apply thy heart unto instruction, and thy ears to the words of knowledge. Withhold no correction from the child, for if thou beatest him with a rod, he shall not die. Thou shalt beat him with the rod, and shalt deliver his soul from hell. My son, if thy heart be wise, my heart shall rejoice, even mine. Yea, my reins also rejoice when thy lips speaketh the right things. Let not thy heart envy sinners, but be thou in the fear of the Lord all day long. For surely there's an end, and thy expectation shall not be cut off. Hear thou, my son, be wise, and guide thine heart in thy way, but not among winebeaters, amongst the riots, eaters of flesh. For the drunkard of the glutton shall come to poverty, but the drownest shall clothe men with rags. Hearken unto thy father that begot thee, and despise not thy mother when she is old. Buy the truth and sell it not. Also wisdom and instruction and understanding. Thy father of the righteous shall greatly rejoice, and he that begetteth the wise child shall have joy of him. Thy father and thy mother shall be glad, and she that beareth thee shall rejoice. My son, give thine heart, let thine eyes observe my ways. For a whore is a deep ditch, and strange woman is a narrow pit. She also lieth in wait for prey, and increased the transgressor among men. Who had woe, who had sorrow, who had contentions, who had babbling, who had wounds without cease, who had redness in the eyes. They are tarry along the wine, they go and seek mixed wine. Look not thou upon the wine, it is red when it giveth, his color is in the cup, when it moveth itself aright. At the last he biteth like a serpent, and stung it like an adder. Thine eyes shall behold strange woman, and thine heart shall utter perverse things. Yea, thou shalt be as he that lieth down upon the midst of the sea, or as he had lied upon the top of the mast. They have stricken me, thou shalt say, I was not sick. They have beaten me, and I have felt it not. When shall I awake? I will seek it yet again. Be not impious against evil men, neither desire to be with them. For their heart studieth destruction, and their lips talk mischief. Though wisdom in the house buildeth the understanding, and it is established. The knowledge shall the chambers be filled with all precious and pleasant riches. The wise man is strong, yea, a man of knowledge increases strength. For by the wise counsel shalt thou make thy war, and in the multitude of the counselors there is safety. Wisdom is too high a fool, he openeth not his mouth in the gate. He that deceiveth to do evil shall be called mischievous. A thought of the foolish is sin, and the scornful is an abomination to men. If thou faint in the day of the adversary, thy strength is small. If thou forbear and deliver them that they drown to death, those that are ready to be slain. If thou sayest, Behold, we know not, doeth not he that pondereth his heart, the heart considereth it, and he that keepeth thy soul doeth not know it, and shall not be rendered to every man according to his works. My son, eat thy honey, because it is good, and the honeycomb which is sweet to thy taste. So shall the knowledge of wisdom be unto thy soul. When thou hast found it, then there shall it be removed, and thy expectation shall not be cut off. Lay not in wait, O wicked man, against the dwelling of the righteous spoil, nor his resting place. For the just man falleth 7 times and rises up again, but the wicked shall fall into mischief. Rejoice not when thy enemy falleth, and let not thy heart be glad when he stumbleth. Lest the Lord see it, and it displeases him, and he turneth away his wrath from him. Fret not thyself because of evil men, neither be thou envious at the wicked, for thou shalt not be a reward. For thou shalt not be a reward to the evil man that cradleth the wicked shall be put out. My son, the Lord of the king meddleth not with them that are giving to change, for their calamity shall rise suddenly, and who knoweth the run of it, them both. These things that belongeth to the wise, it is not good to have respect of persons in the judgment. He that saith to the wicked, Thou art righteous, shall the people curse, nations shall be abhor him. But to them that rebuke him shall be delight, and the good blessing shall come upon them. Every man shall kiss his lips, giveth the right answer. Prepare thy work without make it fit for thyself in the field, and afterwards build thine house. But be not the witness against thy neighbor without cause, and deceive not thy own lips. Say not, I will do so. Say not, I will do so to him as he hath done to me. I will render to him, to the man according to his works. I went by the field of the slothful, by the vineyard, and of the man void of understanding. And lo, it was grown all over the thorns, needles, and covered the face thereof, and the stone wall thereof was broken down. Then I saw and considered it well. I looked upon it and received instruction. Yet a little sleep, a little summer, and folding of the hands to sleep. So shall thy poverty come as one that travelleth, and thy want as an armed man. I'm going to read 25 and be done. These are also Proverbs of Solomon, which the man of Hezekiah, king of Judea, copied out. It is the glory of God that to counsel the thing, but the honor of kings is to search out the matter. The heaven of height and the earth for depth, and the heart of kings is unsearchable. Take away the dross from the silver, and there shall come forth a vessel for finer. Take away the wicked from before the king, and his throne shall be established in righteousness. Put not forth thyself in the presence of the king, and stand not in the place of great men. For better it is that is to be said unto thee, Come up hither, than thou shouldest be put low in the presence of presence of the prince whom thy eyes have seen. Go not forth hastily to strive, lest you know not what to do in the end thereof, when thy neighbor hath put thee to shame. Debate they cause thy neighbor himself, and discover not in secret to another. Lest he heareth, it putteth thee to shame, and thy infamy to turn not away. The word is filthy, spoken is like an apple of a gold in pictures of silver, as an earring, gold, or an ornament of fine gold. So is a wise reprover upon the obedient ear, as the cold of snow in the time of harvest, so it is a faithful messenger to them that send him, for he refresheth the soul of his masters. Whoso boasteth himself of a false gift is like clouds and wind without rain. By the long forbearing is a prince persuaded, and soft tongue breaketh his bone. Hast thou found honey? Eat much, as sufficient for thee, lest thou be filled thereof, and vomit it. Withdraw thy foot from the neighbor's house, lest he be weary of thee, and hate thee. A man beareth a false witness against his neighbor is a manual, and sword of a sharp arrow. Confidence is an unfaithful man in time of trouble, is a broken tooth, and a foot out of joint. As he that taketh away the garment in the cold weather, as a vinegar upon the night, so is he that singeth songs to an heavy heart. If thy enemy is hungry, give him bread. Give him bread to eat. If he be thirsty, give him water to drink. For thou shalt heap coals of fire upon his head, and the Lord shall reward him. The north wind driveth away rain, so doeth an angry conscience, backbiting tongue. It is better to dwell in the corner of the housetop than brawling woman in the wide house. As the cold waters to the thirsty, so is good news from a far country. A wise man falls down before the wicked is as troubled foundation and a corrupt spring. It is not good to eat much honey, so for man searcheth his own glory is not glory. He that hath no rule over his own spirit is like a city broken down and without walls. Y'all have a blessed day.